my class is Jelebi Sanda and welcome to you to my channel Sheikh Afghan Jelebi my class is Jelebi Sanda, and as a title you have read that we are today we are roasting Khushboo Patani in the topic of the fitness influence as reality. Well, and now hence we are going that some of we men are desiring to be healthy as a strong, and some of we women desire as a healthy would be to be attractive. But sometimes here we can say, well, sometimes here we can say that our feminist world, in the feminist world, the definition of fitness is the difference from the real definitions of fitness. Okay. Now, as I talk, now why I am telling that, I would say that. Okay. But now, here we are going to the points that what is our today's point. We would mention as this. Well, maximum viewers would know that who is Khushboo Patani. But some of our honorable viewers would not know that who was Khushboo Patani. Okay? Now, I will tell you that who would be the Khushboo Patani. Well, I would notify you. Okay? Well, okay. Now here you can see that she is Khushboo Patani. Well, her birth date is November 23, 1991. Well, as 2025, 100 Shukrans, we would add a 2024. Well, as 2025, her weight is, her age is 33. Okay. Now, what is the occupations? Well, her nationality is India, and her occupations is army veterans, fitness influencer, and certified nutritionist. Okay. Salam Habibi, how are you all? Okay. Now, let's see here what is the military career. Well, according to military careers, motivated by sense of duty, Khushboo Patani joins Indian Army in 2013, and she retired in 2024 with the rank of major. And now, let's see what is her fitness. Well, here you can say it is just in the fitness, in the topic of fitness reality. Well, here her height is 168 centimeters. Well, that means 5 feet 6 inch. Well, her weight is 53 kilometer. Here we got her first fitness, and here second is her size is 34, 27, 34. Okay. Now Here she show what is her date of birth. Her date of birth is here 27 November 1991, but in here her date of birth is November 23, 1991. Okay. Well. Her educational qualification is BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering. But still, she is a fitness influencer and she is a self-claimed certified nutritionist. Okay. Well, here 53 kilograms we have found her thickness. Well, now let's say what is her fitness points. According with her fitness routines, it is hypotheticals. Her fitness routine is early hydration. Start the day with 3 glasses of water with lemon and herbs for detox and hydrations. Okay, and the breakfast is lean protein, complex carb or fiber. Well, and here is the points we are talking about that. Now, but her weight is 53 kilograms. Okay. Well, now you can see that when my well, as a woman, when I would be an army officer, well, in army officers or any other professions with related with my health fitness, my weight would be maximum 20 kilograms. Well, as my influence, as my girlfriends, she and wife, she told me that in any profession related with health fitness, as an demonstrations, it is an Central Intelligence Agent of United States of America or United States military officers or United States sheriff officers. Here we can say that for a woman's here weight would be only 30 mostly 30 kilograms. Okay, but here is the point that Khushboo Patani's weight is 53 kilograms, and here we have some points that when Khushboo Patani's weight is 53 kilograms, and here is hardly probability for her to enter an military of Indian military officers. And now when her weight is 53 kilograms, she is still being a fitness influencer, and she is being a fitness self-proclaimed certified nutritionist. Okay. Well, now here you can say now I am talking about what is her nutrition points. According with her nutrition routines, here she contains three glasses of start a day with three glasses water with a lemons or herbs. What is herbs? It is just a Ayurvedic tree leaves. Okay, and but now the problem is that the water with lemons tastes like a little bit. Well, it is neither sweet, not spicy, or not normal. It is just a bit waters. But now I would like to have a waters to tell you that what is the problem when I have three glasses waters. Just for 2 minutes. Okay, and now, uh, here I have one waters, and here I have one glasses. Okay, here you know that we are being lower middle classes. Here for my classes is like that. Uh, okay, take care of it. Well, just for a moment. Thanks for the compliments. Well, I like your compliments, and as your compliments, I would like to say, okay. Now, here I would have waters. Well, here I would have I'm having a waters, and now let me see. Okay. Israel. Yes, I support Israel, but it is the private topics. I would say in the another topics. Okay. Well, now here I had a one glass water, but now when I had a one glass water, the point is that my belly has been feeling like a fool complete. And now here the point is that I am feeling that I would never have a breakfast, or I would have a mindset of low quantity breakfast. I mean, before one glass water, so when my breakfast is one plate, and now after the three glass waters with the lemons, normal three glasses, I am feeling that if we would not have a breakfast, it would be okay. And when we would have, it would be okay even we have just one fraction of one out of 100 plates waters. In one plate, uh, each I would have a 1% fraction of breakfast, this would be okay. And here is the points that when I would have 3 glasses waters without a lemon. And now let's have some persons who contains 3 glasses waters with a lemon. Okay. As 3 glasses waters with the lemons, we know that here we would remove our toxic sweets, but at the same time we here our some good cholesterol points can be removed, and as an effect here we can have some points as we can see. Well, and that is here we have no mood to have a breakfast. Well, here is a normal sponge. And now, when the 1 glass water with a lemon, there's like some boring spoils for me that we lost our mood to have a breakfast, healthy breakfast. Then when we would have 3 glasses waters, that would be the questions that how can we have any moods to have some breakfast, lunch, and dinners for the entire day, and then we would feel that well, I have no mood to have any food in the entire day. Well, and as an effect, here we would feel like we have to go to heavens. Okay? And in the points, our weight as a man, our weight can be 30 or our weight can be 25 or 45. But the irony is that in this starting of the days, Khushboo Patani's weight is 53. Well, and that is the irony we can see. Okay, and now let's see here what is the second point. Well, then what is the breakfast? Breakfast is the lean protein, complex carb, and fiber. Example: eat white with Spanish and white grain roast, oats and protein powder, and berries or paneer scrambles, and vegetables and multi-grain roti. Okay. Well, egg white and spinach and white grain toast. Well, now here we can see, well, here is our protein powder. So, well, here we can see the our breakfast would be that egg omelets and wet protein powders and some multi-grain roti. That means some we can say idli, dosa, something like that. Well, vegetables rotis, vegetable rolling rotis, we have to eat like that. Okay. Now it is not a problem so that what is the vegetable rotis, but well, here the problem is that when we have to have a rotis, as we can have with the as a vegetable rotis. Well, what would be our vegetables roti? In a vegetable rotis, the roti would contain some here lal shak, palang shak, and some green vegetables and some tomatoes and red vegetables, or a mix up of the three vegetables, where the three vegetables are green vegetables, red vegetables, and the tomatoes. Here, this type of routine is the breakfast routine suggested by Khushboo Patani. Well, and then we would have we would have white wet protein is, and as a wet protein lovers, we can have a wet protein for a gym persons. But sometimes it is not only the gym persons. Sometimes we have to be employed as an ordinary manager of some multicultural companies, particularly they are IT companies, information technological companies. And as an information technological companies, here we can say the information technological companies. Our employment job is only to develop a code program that what we can do. Well, and as an programmer of the programming manager of some Microsoft company, here our job, our project is that we have to focus on a program where our artificial intelligence as copilots can reply with frequently. They can reply with a maximum informative answers. They can provide, and when we demand some image from of 16:9 resolutions, we can get it from the Microsoft Copilots. Because as I am doing on some prompts of Microsoft Copilots, here some of our we got some image AI generated images that is only the 1:1 portrait images we found. But we need that the AI generated images from the Copilot that can be 16:9. Well, and sometimes our project is that we have to develop a upgraded version of Copilot programs where we have to generate AI generated can get AI generated 1 hour videos. And here, for that, here our employees for the projects are working on that, and that times we have no we cannot focus on our breakfast, we cannot focus on our lunch, and we cannot focus on our dinners. In that times, as a suggestions of Khushboo Patani, we have to have we have to start a day with 3 glasses of water with lemons, and then we have to have whey proteins, and we have to have a vegetable multigrain rotis like idli dosa type something, and then we have to have egg white omelets. Well, in the here is that it is not possible that here we can be a proper healthy persons, because in that point our health size would be 36, 36, 36. But well, as Khushboo Patani we can see her health size is 34, 27, 34. Okay, and that is the questionable that how could they could be free. Well, here we cannot focus on our breakfast due to the project, due to focus on the project to upgrade the copilot to generate 1 hour videos. Here we can see that for us 3 glasses of water with lemons, multi-vegetable gain rotis, white proteins, and white omelette is next to impossible. Okay, some of us can manage it, but most of us could not manage it. Okay, that is the points. Now, Arabi's kitchen says hi. Salams, how are you? Okay, and now here we are focusing on midday meal. What is midday meal? That is lunch. Okay. Now see what is lunch. A clean, balanced combo of lean proteins. That means chicken, fish, tofu, lentils. A complex carb as brown rice, corneta, millet, and veggies. And what is the snack? Snack is, if needed, nut, low-fat yogurt or fruits. Keep small and avoid spoiling main meal. Okay. Now let's see what is the midday meal. Well, here we can have a snacks. Their snack is nuts, low-fat yogurts, and some fruits to avoid the spoiling midday meals. Main midday meals, that means the spoiling the lunch. Okay, that means here fruits like apple, banana, mango can keep me avoid the main lunch. Okay. What is the made last Khushboo Patani suggests me. Here you can say, well, chicken, fish, tupu, levis, etc. Well, as I can understand, here would be chicken, fish, tofu. Okay, tofu is one kind of fish. That means the chicken fish. Well, now here as a health points, as a Saudi women, we would like to have a meat of the camels as our manda as our lunch. And here Khushboo Patani suggests me that we would have a chicken or fish. That means we cannot have a meat of camels. Okay. Now said hi. Okay. Salam, Misha. Well, salam, Mia. How are you? Okay. Now here we can. Now here, let me see as our points, and let's have a focus on it. Well, now here we saw they are like we saw they are comfortable to have a meals of camels. And here Khushboo Patani wants me to have chickens. Well, in Saudi Arabia, it is almost impossible to me to find any chicken from anywhere. And something like chicken can be imported only from France and only from India, South Asians like India, Pakistan and Bangladesh. Okay. Now it is another point. Now some of Western rural countries, here is the point, some of us are comfortable to have a meat of falcon or meat of eagle. But Khushboo Patani wants me to have chickens of or fish, meat fish, and that is the point. Well, and now it is not certain that which type of meat fish can be for our lunch. Some of us think like that meat of shark can be our for our lunch. Some of us like that well meat can be lunch for us, but some of us believe that hilsa fish, rui fish would be the meat fish for us, our lunch. Well, here we have the several difference. Well, here the suggestion is not clear. Okay. Now let's focus on brown rice. Okay. Brown rice. Oh, brown rice, bonita, and millets. Now let's focus on brown rice. Well, okay. Some of not all the Indians are comfortable with rice. Well, some soldiers are from Punjab, Rajasthan, and Gujarat and Haryana. They are comfortable to have roti for a lunch, roti for breakfast, roti for lunch, and roti for dinner. They are not comfortable for rice as a lunch. Okay, but now Khushboo Patani is recommends here. Well, brown rice would be suggested for the soldiers of Sikh regiments and the soldiers of Jat regiments and soldiers of Rajput regiments, where they are mostly they are from Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan, where Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan, where in they are comfortable to have main meal as roti, not only breakfast but also the lunch and dinners. But here, so okay, it is the points, and it is Sikh regiments. Okay, now let's back for the breakfast. Well, some of us here breakfast is that when you are cricketers, you are footballers, you are police officers, and you are army officers, roti is okay and roti is good. But when your profession is well on the about with the writing with pens, here some things with that our roti is sometimes uncomfortable for me, and on the other hand, rice is sometimes comfortable for that. Okay, here just for 2 minutes. Well, and now, okay, okay. Now I want to focus on the points of it. And now I want to have a focus on it. Here, evening and dinners, pre-workout light, something quickly like bananas and handout or nuts is training later, workouts, home-based functional training similar to leg days routines, and dinner. Mirror lunch but lighter in carbs, maybe grilled list full with cities bagel and small proteins, meat of potato and whole grain. Okay. Now, okay, let's for the weight parts. Just for 2 minutes. And here, I have to outside of the camera, but still it would be okay for me. And now here we can see that as in evening, that means 5 p.m. or the 6 p.m. or that means from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. we would like to have a bananas. Okay. Here are some persons where the medical allergy from the bananas or the medical allergies from any berries. I mean berries. Okay. when Khushboo Patani would recommend us to have bananas in the pre-workout, we can find the problem that when we would have some asthmas and some physical disease like itching we can encounter. Okay. Well, now here workout from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Here we can see the workout is well as a leg days, and that is the problem we can face. And how we can face the problems? Okay. Well, we can face the problem is like that. In the points, we can fear that here, when we are practicing workout in this 5 p.m. to the 7 p.m., here we have encountered that some of the evil persons want to attack me, and some of the evil persons are to annoying me, or this have some abusive word on me. And here in that case, I would have to go to the police stations and report it. And what is the suggestion for me? The suggestion for me is like that. I cannot go out of the workout. I can go on the workout purpose. And here are the problems we are facing. Because in South Asia, well, law system is being protected for abusive persons, but when we can stand with against the abusive persons, well, even police are being directly abusing me and send me to the jails. And that is the negative points we are facing. Well, it is the points. Okay. It is the negative point number 0. And now let's discuss in the negative point number 1. Okay. In home, here we can see. Okay. In home, here we can see. Let's have the workout. Okay. Well, now let me do the workout for here. Now, in Bangladesh that is 11 o'clock, and in Saudi Arab that is 8 o'clock. Okay. Well, now let me have the 10 push-ups. Let me have. Okay. Now here is the points. And here, well, and here you can see, I have 10 push-ups. Perhaps it is not proper 10 push-ups, but I have 10 push-ups. Well, it is necessary in 6 from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. as we need push-ups in from the 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. or as a late it needs on 8 I apologize. It is morning 6 o'clock to morning 8 o'clock. It is needful. But accordance with Khushboo Patani, here we can say that the 10 push-ups is can be scheduled only in which time? Evening 5 o'clock to evening 7 o'clock. And what is the negative points in here? The most negative point in here that in that times we several person as a cricket man or football women. Here we are practicing on the football or on the crickets. And sometimes our match is going on there. And when as a cricket test match can be one day as each day end of each day of 5-day test match, here that we are feeling some relaxed set in the evenings. Or as a daylight match, here Virat Kohli is playing cricket with a bat for the target of century or double century. On the other hand, when India is bowling, Jasprit Bumrah is bowling to wait for 5 wickets or 7 wickets in the dance. And here, as an evening workout or 10-day push-ups, it can be some illogical for us when we cricketers or footballers are for it. Okay, the military person, for military persons as a major or lieutenant is okay. But in war times, we have no times to have 10 times push-ups or 20 times push-ups for evenings. Because the point is that in evenings, even we cannot have 10 push-ups for the morning event. Because it is the war times, and from morning to evening and as a midnight we are on the spot where the next spot is our border enemy spots. And here 10 enemies are waiting for our 5 soldiers, military soldiers. And here we can see that evening 10 days push-up is almost the impractical, as we can see. Okay. Well, and now let's focus on the persons where we are teachers, we are employees of Microsoft. And here, previously we are talking that we are previously we are talking that we are on the search for 100 working for a programs to upgrade our cap load where we can generate 1 hour video with 16:9 resolutions as we are working. Sometimes we have to work it from the 12 p.m. or to the 9 p.m. and sometimes we have to work for 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. That means afternoon 12 o'clock to evening 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Here we are doing as working on a program, 10 hours per day from afternoon 12 o'clock to night 10 o'clock. Here we have no energy to have any workout as we can do. And here nowadays, Khushboo Patani wants me to have the 10 push-ups on the Microsoft Office. When at work, our Chief Executive Officer, Satya Nadella, would see that we are doing 10 push-ups at evening 6 o'clock. Well, at the next hour, you can see the request of request of retirement letters or the termination letter would be waiting for us. Or sometimes here, in 30 minutes, in 30 seconds, we are attempting on push-ups, 10 push-ups or 20 push-ups. Here you can see that 1 minute or sometimes 2 minutes is wasting wasting as we can see. 10 minutes was wasting, but we cannot be involved in the programming project in the wasting 3 minutes. And here we can see that our termination letter is completely waiting for us. And that is the negative points we are watching. Okay. Well, and what is the dinner? Dinner is a minor lunch but lighter in carbs. Okay, maybe grilled fish or tofu with salted veggie or something like that with sweet potato or in whole grain. Okay. Now here is the point. So we can have okay. Here is the point that we can have a light. Well, half of plate ground and half of plate ground half of plate brown rice with what with grilled fish. That is not mentioned that which type of grilled fish. It is grilled shark or grilled whale or grilled hilsa fish. It is not mentioned. And on the other hand, Khushboo Patani said that as a dinner we would have brown rice, light brown rice with grilled fish. But the irony is that here, okay, now you can see, just wait for me for some moments. Well, well, irony is that when her height is 168 centimeter, her weight is 53 kilograms. And the second irony, her waist size is 27. Chest size is 34 and hip size is 34. Okay. And her hobby is dancing like Habibis. Well, mehbooba, 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 mehbooba. Here you can see. Okay. And now, okay. And here my question is that when I would have to start 3 glass of waters with lemon, and as a breakfast, when I have to have breakfast as whey proteins, 8 white omelets, and the multi-veg roti, and as a dinner, okay, and as a lunch, when we have to have chicken meat fish with rice, or have a fruits to avoid it. And when we would have 10-day push-ups or 10 times push-ups, or 3 minutes push-ups on the evening as workout, and when we have to have a 1/3 brown rice with the grilled of fish, and my question is that Khushboo Patani would follow this. Okay. The question is that why her waist size is not 24 in lieu of 27. And the second question is, second fraction of question is, why her weight is not 31 kilograms in lieu of 53 kilograms. Well, when your weight is 53 kilograms, well, do we think that it is the hope to sustain on Indian army? It is next to impossible. Here we can say. Okay. Now, let's focus on the marathon day. Well, okay, here is the marathon performance. Normal military marathon race is 400 kilometers, time is 10 hours. But the Khushboo Patani marathon race is 1 kilometer, time is 400 hours. Okay. Well, as we know, the velocity of healthy person is 42, averagely 40 kilometer per hour. Well, as a marathon race here, normal military person can contest a marathon race with 400 kilometer as a distance and 10 hours. The only 10 hours as a time. But let's see about Khushboo Patani. Her marathon race skill is here. She can run 1 kilometer in the time of 400 hours. Okay. And now our question is that when Khushboo Patani claimed herself an military retired major and as a nutritionist and fitness persons, and as a fitness persons, when Khushboo as a fitness influencer, Khushboo Patani can run 1 kilometer in 400 hours, and still she claimed herself as a military trainer or the military army officer, as she claimed. Well, this is my first irony. Okay. Now let's focus on the Srivendra as a para-SF commando, Srivendra. Well, accordance with him, in military army, particularly para-SF security force commandos, here is no fitness food table can be fixed. Well, sometimes you have to eat the meat of snake, sometimes you have to eat the meat of vulture, and sometimes you have to eat the meat of falcons. That is just to survive on the field as a para-security force commando. Well, as a para-security force commando and as a Marcos commandos, here is a proverb that when in river 10 crocodiles is running to save their life from some persons or some objects, that means Marco Commando is in here. Okay. In the meaning of the proverbs, as some of them sometimes Marco commandos have to eat some meats of crocodiles. Okay. And here is no fixed healthy fruits for them. It is just any foods can be okay only for to survive in the field. But as a fitness influencer, Khushboo Patani recommend us to have 3 glass water with lemon. And as a Srivendranath person or Lakshay, Major Lakshay, well, what where we can get any lemons? As our several heard from troop days, we armies are on the field. Some field on battleground of Assam or battleground of Arunachal or the battleground of Kashmir. Here lemons are not available. Okay. And sometimes 1 glasses waters are not available, but Khushboo Patani recommend us that 3 glasses waters with lemons. Secondly, as a lunch, for lunch and dinner, Khushboo Patani recommends brown rice, egg omelets. Well, a military man deployed on the battleground of Arunachal or Ladakh or Sikkim or the Kashmir or the Punjab or Rajasthan, well, let alone brown rice. Here, rice is unavailable, and sometimes roti is not available. Here, corns. Well, and sometimes we military men are to fast 24 hours per 10 days. Well, here and the ponds, the meat of snakes or the meat of crocodiles or the meat of crab is good for we military soldiers. It is fit to that we can eat it. We have to eat some foods only for to survive in the battleground. But what about Khushboo Patani? She claimed herself a fitness influencer, and she recommended us to have a multi-vegetable roti for morning and nights and for lunch and dinner. She recommends us a brown rice. Okay. Now here you can say the Khushboo Patani recommend us 10 times push-ups or 3-minute push-ups in the evening 5 o'clock to the 7 o'clock. But the problem is that, well, in 325 days out of 365 days, we Indian military persons are, accordance with the Para-SF Commando Stephen Donat and Lakshya, Major Lakshya, here as we are involved in the battle against the border terrorists or the enemy soldiers in 325 days out of 365 days in a year. Well, in sometimes here we have to fast 65 days per 3 years, and sometimes we have to fast 87 days per 3 months. And here, just because of war, war time from 12 afternoon 12 o'clock to the 10 o'clock. And here Khushboo Patani recommend us for 3 minutes push-ups from the evening 5 o'clock to the evening 7 o'clock. That was impractical for military soldiers. And that is the irony we are facing. Okay, and now, well, I think for today's my points is now over. Okay. Khushboo Patani, who could have a marathon of 1 kilometer in 400 hours, she can recommend some fitness prescription like this we have mentioned. While the reality is that sometimes it was tough to believe that we are in war times of 325 days out of 365 days in years as we Indian military. And for the Para-SF commandos, there is no time for 3 minutes push-ups for the evening 5 o'clock to evening 7 o'clock, because that is the war times. And now here we can have some problems about it. Okay? And now now I can say that Khushboo Patani can say some impractical things just because Khushboo Patani is a sister of Bollywood actress Disha Patani, and here she is prescribing the healthy fitness tips as what a Bollywood fitness actress can say, like Ananya Pandey and the Chanki Pandays. But as a military persons, we can say that it is crystally impossible, and that means it is crystally impractical from the military person like the para commander Lucky Beach and the Srivendranath and the Major Lakshar. Okay? Now, a famous military legend said that women are not legitimated to enter the military army. This is tough because the marathon race is 400 kilometers per 10 hours. And here, when Khushboo Patani claimed herself as a military person, okay? Now, well, I feel unhealthy now. Well, I'd like to end the live stream for now and see you on the next live stream after taking rest for 3 days or 4 days. Still then, Khuda Hafiz and love you. अरे